500 RPMs.
Who said this is a man's sport? Next, Linda Ziegler driving Iron Butterfly.
Here comes the Iron Butterfly. Ladies, here is our only lady driver of the afternoon, Linda Ziegler, out of Bird in Hand, Pennsylvania. Chevrolet. Both hands on the steering wheel, ready to pull. Linda Ziegler, our only lady driver here this afternoon. Linda Ziegler laying down an excellent pull. We're getting some great runs now in the middle of this class.
Linda, the only lady driving in the class today, you just made an excellent run.
Well, it really felt good, and I really got into it out of the hole. And most of the way up through, you could get traction. You had a few holes where you lose it here and there. But it felt good.
The competition's getting fierce here in Fishersville, with our top 3 leaders within just 2 feet of each other. But it's not over yet. We've got 5 more of the 4x4 superstars coming up, so don't go away. We're back with the conclusion of our 4x4 competition from Fishersville, Virginia. Red Grogan's our current leader, with Larry Frame and Linda Ziegler very close behind. So far, the left side of the track has really been paying off today. But those big tires are digging deeper and deeper into that loose red dirt, and there's just not much left to grab onto. It's going to be tough from now on, but don't think this battle's over yet. We've got some of the legends of the 4x4 still to pull.
Here's the Georgia Rebel, Ford fans. The Georgia Rebel, Tony Osteen, from West Green, Georgia, where he's a farmer. They've had 2 years in a row of drought condition. He said he's making more money with his pulling truck than he is with his farm. Here's the green light for the Ford, the 1985 Indy Super Bowl winner. The Georgia Rebel, Tony Osteen lining it up. Most everybody's running down the left-hand side of the track. Here we go. Tony Osteen, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Osteen in the Ford has taken the lead here this afternoon. 279 feet and 4 inches.
Tony steals the lead from Red Grogan by less than 2 feet.
Tony Osteen, the Georgia Rebel, you just pulled into the lead.
Yes, I felt real good. Seemed to have everything back together, maybe.
What kind of motor are you running this year?
We have a 100% Ford. It's iron block and iron heads that I've reworked myself, a 621 Ford.
Next up, our 1986 TNT Winter Champion.
Here comes Crowd Pleaser. Tom Carneal locking in the front hubs. Greg Cook helping him out there. These are teammates. Here's Tom Carneal, sponsored by Tasty Freeze. Powered by Jim Lyons, a brand new paint job on the truck this year. Brand new paint job. There's the green flag. Let's go. Pull, pull, pull.
Thomas's run comes up short, only 268 feet.
Thomas Carneal Jr., no stranger to the winner's circle, but it doesn't look like you're going to be there today.
No, we got a tired motor, and we're just waiting for a new one, trying to keep in the points race until we get our new motor.
And how many cubic inches will you go to with the new motor?
It's going to be at least 100 more cubic inches than what we got right now, probably in the over 600.
The 1986 Winter Champion, followed by the Summer Champion, Greg Cook and Wild Blue. Greg looks like he came past the paint shop.
Brand new Chevrolet. Greg Cook out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. Wild Blue. Wild Blue. He's in your program. Here we go, Greg Cook.
272 feet 8 inches. Obviously, Greg's new truck still needs some fine-tuning.
Greg Cook, defending TNT national champion. You've got to be a little bit worried about what you've seen this weekend.
I've had some really bad luck. We just got this new truck that General Motors gave us together about 2 weeks ago, and we put a new engine in it. We just hadn't got all the bugs worked out yet, and it's really hurting us the start of the season. All we got to do now is just try to catch up.
Introductions are hardly necessary for this next puller, Jim Lyons.
Here's the Stitches 10-can truck, Jim Lyons. Now, ladies and gentlemen, check the placement out of this engine. Look at the engine. The exhaust pipes are sticking out of the front. That's because the engine is set transversely. It's set crosswise. But here we go now, the Stitches 10-can truck. Jim Lyons, one of the top engine builders in the country. Jim Lyons running right down the left-hand side of the track. A good run for this GMC.
A good run, but not good enough. A distance of only 271 plus feet for Stitches.
Jim Lyons, certainly one of the guys to beat on the circuit. You came up a little short today, Jim.
I think I drove a little bit easy. The track's a little different than it was last night. I drove too easy, so, you know, we make up for it next time.
Manuel Moreno takes the last pull, facing his toughest pull of the week.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Yellow Rose of Texas, all the way from Seguin, Texas, 1,600 miles, 26 hours. In the last 3 days, he has already won 2 pulls here in the state of Virginia. He won last night. Here he is, the incomparable Manuel Moreno. All right, he's running late in the class here now. Running late in the class. It's going to be hard to repeat. Manuel Moreno from Seguin, Texas. This is it. This is for number 1 right here. He's got to beat 279 and 4. He's going to be close. He's going to be very close to the lead.
Manuel's going to take second, about 2 feet short of the Georgia Rebel.
You've been the truck to beat here in Virginia this weekend. Tell us what happened with this last pull.
We couldn't get a hold of the track as good as we'd like to, and we pulled real late on the class, and the track is not packing as good as it should.
Tony Osteen, the Georgia Rebel, wins the Virginia's 4x4 competition.
35 trucks came to Fishersville, Virginia, and like every pull, only one can come out on top. This one was the Georgia Rebel of Tony Osteen.
Yes, sir, we had a real good run today, and we put it all together and came out on top.
Tony, there's a lot of aluminum motors out here. You beat them with something different.
Yes, we run a full 100% Ford motor, iron block and iron heads, Ford stock factory equipment that we've reworked and put a few small tricks into, and seems to be working real well.
It's been a 4x4 fight to the finish here today, with a mere handful of red Virginia dirt separating the winners from the losers. We saw Tony Osteen hook the Georgia Rebel for the best run of the day, taking first place at just over 279 feet. Manuel Moreno and the Texas Rose nudged in dangerously close for second, with a distance of 277 feet 10 inches. And look at this, Red Grogan, the little hillbilly, brings up the rear with 277 feet 8 inches, finishing third a mere 2 inches short behind Moreno's Texas Rose. Tough competition today at Augusta Expoland, Fishersville, Virginia.
In the heavy modified tractor classes, power plays a very important role, but so does experience. Dave and Ralph Banner are leading the class with their pair of big block Chevy-powered modifieds. Mr. Chevy has a 10-point edge over Banner Brown. Third is the most powerful vehicle in the class, the Driller of Leo K. Its 5 aluminum Aries engines make about 9,000 horsepower. Compared with the 7,500 horsepower the Banner tractors got out of 6 steel block Chevys. The Banner's experience in winning 15 national titles may be making the difference once again. Fred Freeman is in 4th with his Mean Mistreater. Phil Patterson and Brian Knox are 5th with Sassy Massey. Overall, it's a very tight class, with only 27 points separating the top 5. 3 major indoor events highlight the Redman TNT pulling calendar this fall: the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia, Freedom Hall in Louisville, Kentucky, and the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana.